Well, the Canadiens got absolutely smacked last night by the Toronto Maple Leafs. The final score to this nightmare was 7-1. And while for Habs fans themselves, this game must have been about as enjoyable to watch as your neighbor's colonoscopy, I can't even begin to imagine what it must have felt like for the Canadiens players themselves. Jeez, it definitely stung. And one Habs player that's been taking a lot of flack today from the Toronto media and even from the Montreal media is none other than Chris Wideman, who made some pretty funny but also pretty salty comments about the Toronto Maple Leafs after the game was over. So let's go ahead and see what I'm talking about here. For those of you that missed it, with roughly a minute left to go in the third period last night and the game already out of reach, the Toronto Maple Leafs decided to go out and make somebody's day. And that somebody is a guy that went by the name of Jett Alexander, who just so happened to be the Toronto Maple Leafs emergency backup goaltender last night. And while their boy was probably expecting to get some action last night due to, the Leafs goaltending tandem being made out of mostly glass, he probably wasn't expecting it to go down the way that it did. But Sheldon Keefe apparently got a call from upstairs. They told him to make a goaltending change and, let this guy get a sniff of some NHL action to finish the game. And that's exactly how Alexander's dream became reality. Now, I'm going to start things off by saying that I've personally got no problem with this decision, okay? I don't really care. Good for him. They gave him the opportunity of a lifetime. I thought it was a feels-good moment. But in saying that, it did chap a lot of asses because people felt like it was disrespectful. And one of these guys on this list was Chris Wideman, who was asked about the Leafs' decision after the game, and Wideman would say, quote, "They'll get what they deserve in a few weeks." Wow. Now, I don't really have to explain what Wideman means here. I mean, everybody knows the Leafs and the playoffs go together like lobster and milk, but I was a little shocked that he went out and fired a jab like this. Chris Wideman's heart is never this cold outside of an Uber, and as a result, from this comment, it sent everybody into a frenzy. Leafs fans and Leafs media went absolutely ballistic over this. God, they're probably trying to get John Walsh to put him on Ontario's Most Wanted right now. And not only that, I mean, even members of the Habs media were attacking Wideman over this. So the poor guy's pretty much just getting it from every angle right now. But as for me, I don't really care, man. I mean, everybody rips on the Leafs when it's playoff time. The reality is, Wideman's going to be on the golf course like 2 weeks prior to his 3-week comment, so I've got no problem with what he said. Luckily, I can find humor in it. But let me know what you thought about all these shenanigans down in the comment section. Don't forget to give the like button a stone cold stunner on the way out of here. And hey, I'll see you next time.